It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking for a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support at sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/the Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, Stitcher, Deezer, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. And follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter. We're here with a wonderful gentleman from Rome, Italy, or as they say, the Roma, Italy, just a few blocks away from the Pope. So if you hear some cheering for the Pope and all that, just ignore it. They're all just having a lot of fun. He's a singer, songwriter, musician from Spectre Records, and he's been compared to the Beatles, U2, The Muse, Coldplay. He's got a pop rock with an orchestral touch on it. I mean, I've heard of this music. This guy's just fantastic. Makes me want to go out to Italy and just take in all the food, the ice cream, and everything else, and hear a lot of romance. And I did tell my wife about this too. So he's got a new album out called Shades of Morning Light, which you can find online, and he can sing us for a little bit, and some other hits as well too. He's widely regarded and live from beautiful sunny Italy, the very wonderfully talented, and yes, he does eat a lot of great food, Alex Giordani. Alex, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Okay, I should say good night, because here it's about midnight. It's just past 10 minutes. And thanks a lot. And I'm really happy to be in your show. That's a great chance. And I would like to thank Spectre Music for giving this chance to talk to you about my music, my project, my songs.
Mm-hmm. And we're glad to have you on as well, too, and live from the other side of the pond as well, too, I should say. You've been a singer, songwriter, musician for quite some time. You're on Spectre Records. You've been compared to the Beatles, U2, The Muse, Coldplay. You've got a unique genre with a pop rock with an orchestral touch, and you've been playing for quite some time. You got a new album called Shades of Morning Light. Before we get into that album and some of your other works, tell us how you got started.
Well, I started playing when I was 17, and the boy band. I started playing cover, but then I realized I wanted to do something on my own, writing my own music. So I began recording, and then I released my first album in 2006, and that seems. It's about 15 years ago. I'm an
old. That is such
I'm
an
old indie musician. Yeah, a lot of time. Time flies, And then I just wanted to release all the best music I could. Even being an indie artist, all I could do was doing my own music and playing a recording. I play guitar. But I have my own studio, and all my ideas are, released by me and produced by me. Sometimes I use the help of other musicians or composers or producers, but all the music have been written by me, lyrics, and I'm really happy of what I've done till now, because I have a growing fan base, and my music is listened all over the world now that I have this chance with the social media spreading up my music. And I'm very satisfied of the new album, because I can see that after 15 years, I finally, I've been maturity, in my musical production. Mm. So I'm really happy at the moment.
It sounds like you're really happy. You also achieved that ultimate perfection, Shades of Morning Light. We'll talk about that. And what was the one moment that influenced you into becoming a musician? The precise moment.
When I was a very young boy, at about 10 years old, my parents bought the Beatles records, the old vinyl records. And when I came back from school, I used to listen to that music every day. And probably it was the time when I realized I wanted to play and I wanted to sing. So I have to thank the Beatles for this.
That's got to be amazing.
Yeah.
That's got to be amazing. And who's your favorite Beatle? I have to ask you that. Who is your favorite Beatle?
I also play in a tribute band of the Beatles, and my role is John Lennon. So, I can say that they are all the Beatles are fantastic, but probably John Lennon is the one I prefer because he has really a genius, and his songs really had made history of music. So for me, it's John Lennon, absolutely.
That is amazing too. And who are some of your other favorite artists and singers growing up? I'm not so young now. I'm about 47 years old, and in the night. So I lived the music of the 80s when I was a teenager. So I started listening to U2. There was the band of the. I listened more in the 80s, even Depeche Mode or the New Wave. So I really love that music, and also play the cover of those bands like U2 and then in the 90s I began to listen to the Coldplay too at the end of the 90s. That are sort of the heritage of U2 in nowadays. So these are my main influence. But I also love to listen to nowadays music, because you have to always to be on time, And so I like a lot of, the new artists like Imagine Dragons, Ed Sheeran, Billie Eilish. Really love those contemporary artists. That is amazing too. I'll talk about your albums as well too. You listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Looking for a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition way. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960, or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/the Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, and more. Check the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel, and follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter. We're here with Alex Giordani from Rome, Italy. He's singer, songwriter, musician with Spectre Records. He's a pop rock artist with an orchestral touch, and his influences are Beatles, U2, The Muse, Coldplay. Plays a lot of tribute bands, and talked about his some of his favorite memories. And before we get to your Shades of Morning Light release, which you've perfected after 15 years, you also had your debut, which was called Essence. And tell us about that. That was out in 2006. I'm like, felt like yesterday.
Yeah, yes. As I said before, time flies. But, it's been my first experience of recording an album. So, I felt like a newbie, how you call it. And in that time, I searched for the help of professional musicians, especially drummers or guitar players. And so I went to a studio and recorded the song. I still remember that experience because it was something really new to me. And I can say that I really love that album because I believe that some of the songs are really good. And I think that can be good also nowadays, maybe in a new dress. But I really love that experience, that moment of my life. It's the first time you release something you always wanted to do, and the debut album is always something special to me. And when I play live, I really like to play some of the songs of that album because they represent really, my first step inside this world of being a musician and a singer.
Mm-hmm. And it sounds like you're off to a really good start as well, too. You did a nice follow-up in 2007 called One Road, and you also, your label like the best singer, best songwriter, and tell us about your second album.
Okay. One Road just followed about a couple of years. So, I really wanted to improve my songwriting. And then I started to play, to learn to play keyboard, to learn to build up my home studio. And I also wanted to focus more on my songwriting on, people, on real people, real experiences, relationship. So I think it's been a second stage, an improvement of my songwriting and approach to lyrics. I also think I improved my musical, background, experimenting using synths, not only guitars. And I'm really happy of that second experience.
Mm-hmm. And of course, you also made in 2010 as well, too. It's like there's no signs of a sophomore slump or, third time just being a roadblock. You actually excelled in your third album called Escape of the Cosmonauts, which launched yourself as an independent artist. And tell us all about the Escape of the Cosmonauts. Is it almost like a concept album? Is it like a Rush album, like back in the days at 2112, Caress of Steel, Farewell to Kings? And is it that type, or is it just more of your music that you're looking to experiment on?
Well, yeah, Escape of Cosmonauts. The title talks about, it's an image, it talks about wanting to escape from the ordinary. So that's the main meaning of that album. There are some songs like Higher Desire or Rain in March, where, I make a sort of internal, escape from the real world, and that's what I wanted to express in the music. Trying to explore different territories, not only musically but also lyrically, and that's been a really great experience to write those songs. I think I can see it's a sort of concept album, yes.
Mm-hmm. And it sounds like your lyrics have greatly improved throughout the time as well, too. And what inspired you to write some of your music, which are based on your 3 albums so far?
Sorry, I didn't.
What I was asking is, in your 3 albums, what inspired you to write some of the music? It's like, write the lyrics down in your 3 albums, like with your past, any stories, anything happening, or, something in the news, and, yes. Just what you base your lyrics on.
Well, I think it has, my way of writing has changed throughout the years. In Essence and in also One Road, I tried to talk about, people's lives and, the community where I live, the city where I live, the person I meet. But after that, I think I started a more, intimate course. So I focused more on feelings, on emotions, on images, on moments of trying to capture moments of someone's life. And so I think that this is more present in the last album, like Shades of Modern Light,
Mm-hmm. And of course, going to 2014, and of course, it seems like you just take your time. You instead of every year, it's almost like every 3 years, 4 years, and going to 2014, A Day of the Orange Clouds, which some of the tracks are selected as a soundtrack for some TV series. And tell us about that, and what TV series were some of your songs featured in?
Well, I think it was a series about ER, something like that, hospital medical series in the US. The song chosen was "Shivering." That is still one of my favorite songs. It's a very good ballad, and it's about not feeling shivers for cold, but feeling shivers for emotions, for love. And this is one of the songs that people prefer most when I play it live, and that has been selected for this TV series. And I'm really happy that it's still one of the songs that people love most. And all the album, I think, is going quite well. It's one of the most songs played on Spotify or on Apple Music, the song from the album. So it's still being appreciated by the audience.
Mm-hmm. And what did you say the TV series was? Was it ER or what was that TV show you talked about? I'm more thinking of ER, unless there was another ER series that's out there.
Yeah, I think it was something like I can't remember the name because I don't follow TV series so much, and probably I don't know if all the TV series from US come also in Italy. So I just got the news that it has been chosen for that series that talk about medics, doctors, I thought the ER was one with George Clooney, but I think it's quite old one, when George Clooney was young.
Oh, George Clooney is still a classic. I'm sure he made you proud. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get to your latest album as well, too. But first, listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking for a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition rate. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support at sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Also follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter. We're here with Alex Giordani from Rome, Italy, singer, songwriter, musician from Spectre Records, and his main influences also does tribute bands for Beatles, U2, The Muse, Coldplay, and he's got a really unique pop rock with an orchestral touch. And, of course, you can hear it in his music as well, too. And before we talk about Shades of Morning Light, and maybe you can just sing one of your songs, either from that album or one of your past music as well, too. Maybe a few lines or so.
You want me to sing?
You sure can.
Okay. Well, I can sing. I will sing the title track of my first album. This was Essence. Also, I hope you can listen quite clearly and say, feeling like another daily show. I have to wear my new face. I can break no rules. Morning seems already lived before, but I feel I want to throw away now my best suit. And that's all.
Oh, that's fantastic. I love it. And, of course, we'll have you ask where can get all your music, but we talk about Shades of Morning Light, your brand new one, which came out in 2019. And just tell us more about that album and what inspired you to write the album.
Okay, for Shades of Morning Light, I wanted to do something different from the past because I think that a musician still have to evolve, from the previous albums. This time, I wanted to do something more minimal, trying to emphasize vocal at most. So I decided to do a less productive arrangement, less instruments, minimal arrangement, and trying to focus more on capturing the aspects of the voice and the melody. And I think it's sort of, is that nowadays trends, nowadays songs as almost streetwear arrangements, because, vocals is the focus. Vocals is the main thing that people listen and So it was something I wanted to pursue. So there are songs like, It Can't Be Perfect, Mesmerize, where you can listen to this kind of approach. And,
that is amazing as well too, and of course, just tell us where can get Shades of Morning Light and all your music.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Tell us where to get your latest album, Shades of Morning Light, and also where can we find your other music?
Oh, okay. Shades of Morning Light is available on Amazon, on all the platforms, Spotify, and you can find everywhere, Apple Music, and it's distributed by Spectra Music label. And you can also listen to my performance on my Facebook page. I found that something interesting. I recorded acoustic performance of the songs of the new album, and I posted on my Facebook page. And I can see that people really love this acoustic or unplugged performance. And I'm growing up a very good fan base with these performances. And so it's a way to let people know also a different version of the song if compared with the one of the album. It's really a great experience.
It sounds like a great experience. You're having a lot of fun with it. And of all the songs you've have on your albums and everything, which songs do you believe have the most hits or plays right now on social media, like on YouTube, Spotify, and or SoundCloud?
Well, the song the song that is more appreciated, more played it's called "It Can't Be Perfect." It has about 60,000 plays on YouTube, and the acoustic performance had about 100,000 views on Facebook. So it's the focus track, is the main track, and it's I think it's a very simple song. It reminds something about Ed Sheeran style, and it's a song about a teenage relationship, something that I cannot live anymore. But people that has that age can relate to. And It Can't Be Perfect means it's the first love story, and the boy thought it was the perfect love, but instead it wasn't. So it's a song about losing the first love. Yeah, and it can be a great loss if it's the first time for you.
That goes back many, many years for me. First love before I got married as well too. So I think us men have gone through it. I'll tell you that. We don't need a lot of explaining here. And what do you consider most defining moment in music, or you can also tell us the most funniest moment?
Okay. I think the best and funniest moment when playing live, because when you play live your song and you're on stage, you really feel a different emotion, different. I think I can feel a sort of different person because in common life I feel a bit shy, but when I'm on stage, I have a sort of transformation, and I really enjoy and have fun playing my guitar in front of the public, and that's the best moment. And luckily, I had the chance to do about 500 concerts in all these years, playing cover songs or also my song. Yes, it's about 80 concerts each year. So I have all the weekends booked now. and nowadays I'm trying to focus more on playing my own song. And I really love to play me and my guitar only, acoustic solo performances, intimate performances. And that are the ones that I really enjoy, because it creates a particular atmosphere with the audience.
Wow, that is amazing. And of course, it just wanted to ask about your fantasy as well too. That if you were up on stage, which band would you love to sing with? Like you're up on stage, so it's like, who would be the ultimate band? if you want to mention Beatles, that's fine. You can mention a few too.
Well, I think that I always loved Bono and U2, so it would be a dream to play with them. I also play in a U2 tribute band sometimes, so I'm a good imitation of Bono. Sometimes my voice is confused with one of Bono when I play U2. So that would be a great experience, a great surprise, a great experience. But I don't think it would be possible because they are quite unreachable. But it will remain a dream for me.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like you'd be great as well too. I'd like to check out your shows as well too. And who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
The biggest influence, as I said, I think it was John, Paul, George, Ringo, and the Beatles are the most important band in my life. Because they really created the modern pop. Because if you take a song from the Beatles from 60 years ago, it's still actual, it's still modern. It could be good even nowadays, and that is something revolutionary. And I don't think the other bands could do something like that.
Mm-hmm. That'd be amazing as well too. What's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
What's the best?
The best advice you can give to anybody at this point.
Again, sorry.
Okay, I know it's past midnight. I understand. I'll give you some coffee here. What's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
The best advice for a musician. Well, I can say that being an indie musician is such a great thing nowadays because when I started 15 years ago, there wasn't Facebook, Instagram, all the social media, so I couldn't have the chance to spread my music around. Nowadays, a young boy or a young girl that wants to play their own music has the chance to make them listen to people from Australia, New Zealand, Brazil, and so my advice is to learn to play an instrument first of all.
Very important.
Piano, guitar, and try to experiment with music, with sounds, and also with lyrics. But because I think that lyrics are very important. So try to make an intimate, journey and find yourself and express yourself with the music. That is my advice.
That is the best advice you can imagine as well, too. And Alex, just want to say a big thank you for your time. You've been fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. Alex Giordani, singer-songwriter, musician from Spectre Records. New album out called Shades of Morning Light. And once again, tell us about your upcoming projects. What's your website?
Yes.
How do people contact you? And where can people purchase or listen to your music?
Sorry.
Okay. What are your? Tell us about your upcoming projects. Your website,
okay.
How do people contact you, and where can people purchase your music?
Okay, since, I cannot stop, I'm still writing new songs. I have about 8 brand new songs that I'm working at, and they will be released in the next months. You can listen to my music on my website, alexgiordanimusic.com. You can follow me on my music page, Alex Giordani Music, and you can find all my songs on Spotify, on Apple Music, and don't hesitate to contact me on Facebook. I try to reply to all the people that write me around the world, but it's they deserve my replies because they give me a lot of affection and support to my career.
That is fantastic. Alex, just want to say a big thank you for your time. You've been fantastic. Look forward to having you again soon. And, we'll come out to Italy one day and do us a favor. Come out to the U.S. and we'll show you around our piece of ice cream and everything. Looking forward to having you again.
Yeah, I will be waiting for you here in Rome. I will bring you to the best. I will show you not the places for tourists, but the one where the Roman eat and the best restaurant and ice cream in town, for sure.
Sounds great. We'll do the same thing for you. Alex, once again, big thank you for your time. You've been fantastic. Looking forward to hearing you again soon. Do us a favor, keep us up to date, and love to have you back.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thanks for listening to the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.